Oh, hey guys. It's September, so I'm just working on Tuberous Sundews. September is a great time to go check on your winter growing Sundews, and we don't call them winter growing for no reason. The entire summer we've had these underneath the bench over here, completely dried out, maybe sprinkling them like once a month just to make sure that they just get a little tiny bit of moisture. But they're from Western Australia, so they wouldn't really get any rain in the wild at all summer long. But it's now coming pretty close to fall, I can hardly believe it. And so I'm moving up all of our flats that have been underneath the bench and getting them wet. They're gonna come up at different times of the year. And if you get them wet a little bit earlier, sometimes they will come up a little bit earlier, but that just means they're gonna go dormant earlier too. You're never gonna get more grow season out of them. So it doesn't almost matter, but like, there's a good example here of this Drosera. You can see it probably got accidentally wet like about 3 weeks ago. It was under the bench and some water got in there. And it did make it come up a little bit earlier, but mostly they know when they want to come up. And here's another good example of something that could go a little wonky. It's like this one wanted to come up already, but I haven't watered it yet. And that's totally okay too. So they're totally capable of sending up their stolen even through really super dry soil. So if you don't get to it right on time, don't fret about that too much. You do want to get them out from under the bench so they can get out into the light as soon as possible. That's why this one's like a little bit green, but it'll color up as soon as we get it up, which we already have now. There's not much to it, honestly. You're just basically gonna get them wet, keep them sitting in water, and then that's about it. Just wait for the fun to happen. Once they do start to come up, they'll pop up in about 3 or 4 days, which is just really fun. They have all that energy from the bulb down there, and it just almost like a magical little sundew just appears overnight. At any rate, if you haven't tried growing these at all yet, definitely check them out. I think we have a few on the webpage right now, but there's a ton of new ones coming. Probably about a month or so, we'll have a whole ton of new ones. And what's nice about these is when the Venus flytraps and the American pitcher plants are all going dormant, we're all getting a little bit bummed out by that, you have these to look forward to.